Soma's ties to public security may lead to his undoing. By seizing the puppet himself, Yagami seeks to pull down the puppet master holding the strings. To do so, he forms a temporary alliance with the fugitive Koana. But Soma arrives to carve a bloody path into a hideaway no one should know about. Reiko Kusumoto's betrayal has proven more volatile than anyone could have guessed.
Genda-sensei, they're calling last night's bombing a terrorist attack. The body they recovered was burnt beyond recognition.
That was a Kaike-kun, right? The one Yagami mentioned?
Yes, I believe so. Nothing about Soma or RK in the article either. Could public security be tampering with the press?
I wouldn't give public security that much credit. Besides, if a bomb goes off in a deserted public place, it's only natural for the police to assume it's terrorism.
Right, I guess when you put it that way.
Unfortunately, even if they do identify a Kaike-kun, the ones responsible are Koana and Soma, two guys who are totally off the grid. Any investigation would grind to a halt, probably end up as another unsolved mystery.
If the public learned the bombing was tied to Ihara's battery case, jaws would hit the floor.
Yeah. Anyway, where's Yagami? You heard from him since last night?
No, we've been in touch via email though. He's on his way to a hospital now.
Great. What'd he get himself into now?
If he's actually going to the hospital, does that mean it's serious?
Don't worry, he's fine. He's just going to meet with someone about the case.
Who'd want to meet up at a hospital?
Reiko Kusumoto.
"13 years. I still can't believe it. Waking up and finding out you're suddenly 30.
Take your time. You'll adjust eventually.
Work again?
I won't be long. I just need to take a quick meeting. Now put down that mirror already.
So, you sold Koana out to public security because Mitsuru-kun woke up. Does that about sum it up? You waited 13 years for Mitsuru-kun to wake up. If you turn yourself in now, you'd lose him all over again.
There's that. Yes. Going forward, he needs to stand on his own 2 feet and rebuild his life. It'll take time. And lots of it. There's no real end in sight. He's at a disadvantage as it is. And to brand him the child of a murderer on top of that, I couldn't.
Mom. Where are we?
Mitsuru.
Hey, Mom.
Mitsuru!
It's incredible. Finally, he's woken up. Doesn't this change everything? I think you may want to reconsider what you told me, Kusumoto-san. Alone, I'm sure you could have lived with the weight of your choice, but now you have something you'd sacrifice everything to protect. He's so precious, but he's also so fragile he could come crashing down without even a warning. You're going to have to be his shield, Kusumoto-san. We'll do it together. With your cooperation.
I have to do what I can to protect him.
I suppose so, but... You covered up your crimes and it was Sawa-sensei who got caught in the crossfire. On top of that, Akaike-kun's throat was slit last night. Now he's dead too. Kawano will be another body for the pile soon. Hell, maybe I'm in trouble myself.
How was he yesterday?
Well, as soon as RK showed up for him, he knew you'd stabbed him in the back. I can't really say how that made him feel. Until now, he'd been adamant about ensuring you stayed out of this. He said no one could blame you for what you did to Shinya Kawai. Kawano put his life on the line for you. You failed to silence him, and you let him get away. That means whatever happens next, it's his move. And whatever he does to you, none of my business. As for me, I have no evidence on Kawai's murder, so you're off my list too. I only came here today because I wanted to know why you betrayed Kawano. That's all. I hope Mitsuru-kun has a speedy recovery. And stay down. Rise yourself.
Back already, Yagami-shi. How are you feeling after last night? That shockwave from the blast took you down.
Oh yeah. That was something else, I gotta say.
I bet, tough guy. Kamurocho's finest detective never fails to impress.
Tak, you made it. We've been asking around if anyone's seen Kuwana.
You don't want to know how that went.
No leads, huh?
Pretty much. Doesn't help that Arcade's crawling all over the place right now. Soon as they spot Kuwana, they're gonna make their move.
Kuwana gave this to me yesterday.
Isn't that Toshiro Ehara? Kuwana-san called you out there just to give you this?
Yep. He told me to give it to Ehara.
What the? Oh man, it looks like it's cracked.
Can you take a look at it, Tsukumo? I get the feeling it's no ordinary pendant.
Certainly.
Not handing it over to Ehara till you know what the deal is?
He won't mind, will he? Besides, I damn near got blown up over that thing.
Speaking of, Yagami-shi, what's the status of Ehara's sexual battery trial?
Saori-san's preparing for the appeal. Still no date, but the courts are working as fast as they can. If they accept the case and it goes to trial, they'll find out about Kuwana one way or another.
And that'd put Reiko Kusumoto in public security in the shithouse, right?
Right. If Kuwana and his murders come to light, anyone connected to Reiko Kusumoto could be suspected as an accomplice. And if that happens, she'd lose any control she had over the pension fund.
Interesting.
Everyone wants their own brand of justice to come out on top. But enough is enough. If we don't handle this, public security will take out Kuwana. And I can't let him die like that.
Then what's your next move?
Gonna head to Ehara's trial and back up Saori-san. Feels like we've come full circle.
I'd argue the opposite, Yagami-shi. The circumstances surrounding the trial are completely different this time around. I can't help but consider how grand a task simply seeking the truth could be.
Seriously. But exposing the truth is the only way to save some and get justice for others. We can't just stay quiet and watch.
Sounds like you're seeing the light. Detective work's not so bad, is it?
Can you guys keep an eye out for Kuwana and Ijincho? I need to go over Ehara's case with Saori-san.
10-4. We'll amp up surveillance.
We're going too, Sugiura. Time to get shit done.
Right on!
And stay down. Wow, looks like we've got a full house.
Shirosaki-sensei asked me to come by. She said they needed some business handled while you were out of town.
I find it hard to believe she'd put it that way.
Maybe not. Either way, I don't mind helping.
Yagami-san, you're just in time. I think we should conduct another interview with Ihara-san.
Okay, but what will we talk about?
If we want to claim he's innocent of battery, then we need to prove he's the one who murdered Mikoshiba at the same time. But since the murder footage isn't admissible in court, we need something more substantial.
Basically, we need new evidence. And that might mean something no one's seen or found yet.
So your plan is to meet with Ihara and just ask him?
I know it's a long shot, but yes.
I'd like to come help, but someone has to check Higashi-san's work.
Excuse me? If I have to be Hoshino-kun's lackey, I'm fucking out.
I'd prefer if you address me as Hoshino-sensei.
Mouth on this kid.
Ihara only seems to open up to you, Yagami-kun. So, if you talk to him again, do you think we'll find out something new this time?
I'll see what I can get out of him. Having another chat with him couldn't hurt.
Sounds good. Oh, and look after Saori for me, would you?
Sure, but Mafuyu, should you even be here? Won't the prosecution think you're double-crossing them?
What do you mean? I am just here to get dirt on the defense. Expect Prosecutor Takano to hear all about it.
Guess we better watch ourselves.
I still have some preparations to make. Yagami-san, why don't you go kill some time? I'll call you as soon as I'm ready. It shouldn't take long.
Sure thing.
I'm going to try and get in touch with Ihara's wife. Even though they're separated, Ihara may have shared details about Mikoshiba's murder with her. Oh, and Higashi-san will be there to help.
Sorry for keeping you, Yagami-san. We should head to the detention center. Where are you?
In Kamurochō. How about I take a cab and pick you up?
If you please. I'll be waiting.
Irashaimase. Arigatou gozaimasu. Irashaimase.
ありがとうございました。
Isn't that just the worst? So the murder footage can't be used as evidence. I was hoping it'd be played in court for all to see.
Yeah, and if it was, it would prove your innocence and overturn your battery conviction, no problem. But the prosecution flat out refuses to accept you murdered Mikoshiba. There's no room for error. You could flat out confess and they would refuse to accept it.
Excellent. In the end, they'll lock me up for battery, and I'll get away with murder.
Yeah. We know all about what you and Kawana planned. We just don't have the evidence to prove it.
My condolences.
Which reminds me, you said you'd confess to killing Mikoshiba after you got out of prison, right? Then, as icing on the cake, you'd admit the battery charge was false and humiliate the law for letting a murderer walk free.
Exactly. The public must know that the law can't be trusted. Personally, I hope the media hops all over it.
I bet you do. So when that time comes, you'll need some decisive evidence of the murder so your confession holds water. Maybe you've got something like that in your back pocket already? Because we'd sure look good if we had some new evidence to take into the appeal.
That's why you geniuses came all the way out here. I told you I wouldn't admit to the murder in court. I have no intention of just handing it over.
Handing it over? So you're saying there is still a piece of evidence we don't know about?
What is it, Ahara-san?
Even if there was, you'll never get your hands on it. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
The murder weapon. Kanagawa PD said the weapon used to kill Mikoshiba still hadn't been found.
Yet it appears in the footage without a doubt as to what it is. A knife. If it wasn't found at the murder scene, it's highly likely the suspect or an accomplice took it with them.
Any normal criminal would have just ditched it somewhere. Except you're anything but normal. You got revenge for your son, and you want to publicly humiliate the law for letting you pull it off.
Your point?
If you were cleared of the battery charges and confessed to Mikoshiba's murder without evidence, no one would buy it. You'd need something convincing. Busting out the weapon no one's found yet would do the trick. That one piece of evidence would flip the whole case on its head.
Well, look at you go. Then tell me, where do you surmise I've hidden this weapon?
Well, right after killing Mikoshiba and Ijincho, you would have had to book it to Ikebukuro Station. You had accomplices with you.
And if that's the case, there would have been plenty of time to hide the weapon.
Yeah, so that's about as far as I've thought this out.
If that's it, then I'm done here.
Kawana's vanished, Ihara-san. Public security found out about him.
Public security?
Kawana wanted me to tell you he won't make it to the end of your revenge plan.
So, I'm the last man standing, am I? Well, he's already helped me plenty. I never expected to see him again anyway.
At this point, he won't be able to outrun them. If public security catches him, he'll get much worse than an unfair trial. Burying him will be the least they do.
What do you mean? What's going on?
You remember last time? If you don't recall, I said you'd grabbed a tiger by the tail.
And your tiger is public security?
Right. And they're out there on the warpath. Everything has to be brought into the light. We need what you did to be exposed. Kawana can't be saved in any other way. I need your help, Ihara-san.
Then you lose. I'll never admit to killing Hiro Mikoshiba in court. The system can die. It threw Toshiro away, and I won't lift a finger to save it. Kawana-san knew how this could end. We have our convictions. When this started, we knew it could end up costing our lives.
You knew going in, huh? And that's all? Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
Maybe it is.
Yagami-san. Do you remember my original request to look into both Ihara incidents? I asked you to look into the train event, and then I asked you to look into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. And now, I'm afraid I have to make one more request of you. Do you still carry your defense attorney's lapel pin? Ihara-san's trial. I'd like you to take the floor with me to defend him. It's going to be eventful. I think we should go as a team.
Sure about that? You know, my legal counsel isn't cheap.
I'll let Genda-sensei know about the invoice.
You got it. Count me in. You never know when something like this will happen. Check it out. I always have it on me.
I know that.
Huh? You do?
Hello?
Tak, where you at right now?
Just got back to Yokohama, actually. You weren't spying on me, were you?
You just noticed? Everywhere you went, I know about it. And I mean everywhere.
Where are you right now?
Over at the Leomont's place. Hoshino-kun and Higashi are here too.
Oh, right. They mentioned they were going to Yokohama to see Ahara's wife or something.
Make your way over, will you? I need a full report, and I don't want to hear you were slacking.
Well, look at you taking charge. Anything else, boss?
Yeah, don't drag your feet along the way.
Really, guys? What a waste. Looks like the gang's all here.
Everyone but the star of the show.
That is next level ass kissing, Hoshino-kun.
A good ass kisser is a good communicator.
Welcome back, Yagami-san.
Grab a seat, Tak. Nice. So you're really gonna stand in court?
Just to give Sari-san some support.
Ah, I see. Does that mean I don't need to be present for Ahara?
Huh? How would I know?
Yagami's there, I don't see why you gotta be. You're on thin ice, Hoshino-kun.
I have been plenty useful. At least...
Should a lawyer really have to say that? This guy is kind of a rookie.
Ah, man. The gangster just put...
Well, that's all I got. So where's Kuwana? Any word on what...
Yeah, about that.
RK's out there looking for him too. They seem to think
On the flip side, that means they still haven't found him.
Well, yes, although that's not...
You think Kuwana-san's still in one piece after the...
Alive? Yes. Unharmed. When I saw him, he was already making plans to The real problem is what happens now that he knows Reiko Kusamoto betrayed him.
I'd never let that slide if I were in his shoes. Maybe Kuwana's thinking the same thing, you know? Maybe he's really gonna stick it to Reiko.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Hoshino-kun, Higashi, you two met...
Yeah, we didn't gain...
Turns out Ahara and his old lady don't really keep. After her son took his life 4 years back, only reason she hasn't divorced him is because it's too much.
She's been living in that same apartment even when Toshiro... She let us light some incense on his altar, but she was pretty vacant the whole...
Did Ahara's battery charge come up at all?
She said she didn't care.
She didn't care her husband was out there groping women and killing bullies?
According to her, no.
Really? That's
Well,
hard
there's
to
no easy way to put it, but it felt like she'd give...
Made for a pretty depressing trip, I'll tell you that.
What's the word on RK coming down to Ijincho?
Everywhere you look, they're strutting around like they own the place. They stare us down, but never get too...
Plus, they're acting like they're here to stay.
Harassing how?
You know, shit like pretending to be normal customers, and dying dashing or complain. Then another guy will come in and be like, need protection? And so...
That's some Yakuza shit right there.
Old shit, too. A Yakuza who pulls out today...
And Soma? Is he still around?
Nah, there's nothing on him. Even if he... And Soma isn't exactly a social butterfly like Akutsu.
Especially if he has public security's help. Unless it's a life...
That about wrap it up?
Seems so. As for me, I think I'll head out and see what I can find out about Kawana-san.
Same. I just hope he's okay.
Tsukumo-san and Sugiura-san do some impressive work.
Yeah. You don't hold a candle to them, Hoshino-kun.
Black belt in karate, and you never even use it.
Well, I'm just more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Anyway, I'm heading back to Kamurochō. Enjoy yourself, Higashi-san.
What about you, Doc? Want to call it a night? Tesso said he'll let us stay if you do.
No skin off my back, really.
So, what'll it be?
If I can really stay the night, I'll take him up on that. What a waste.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Hey, Yagami-san. Really? Good, because Tsukumo-kun said he had something he wanted to show you. He's upstairs. You mind going to him? Tsukumo-kun, Yagami-san's here.
Something up?
Yes, it's about the pendant Kawana-san gave you. Turns out, it was just a decoy after all.
Decoy? For what?
For what was inside. This. The cracks in the pendant were hiding an SD card, and on it was some video data.
Video data? Of what exactly?
It's the footage of Ihara murdering Hiro Mikoshiba, just like we saw before. No additional scenes.
That doesn't make sense. Why would Kawana put his life on the line just to give me that? I mean, RK came after him and everything. And all for a video that's already all over the internet?
Yes, except the video on that card is the original. All the others were copies of this source. In layman's terms, this is the master tape. Or in film, it'd be the negative. With no additions or modifications of any kind.
What do you mean? And how do you know for sure?
So this SD card here is a special little thing. You can't usually buy it in stores. It's called a worm, or write once, read many. If you were to take a picture with a digital camera, the images saved on this SD card couldn't be edited or deleted. It's what forensics teams use when photographing crime scenes. Which means what we have here is unaltered footage of Mikoshiba's murder.
That means it would qualify as evidence in Ihara's appeal.
Yeah, I'd say you have room to negotiate with the prosecution and the judge. At the very least, it beats an internet copy with no origin.
Hey, think this'll be enough to win the trial?
Well, I can't guarantee that. But it does explain why Kawana-san took such a risk. The video on here is the sole original. That's why he'd only leave it in the hands of someone he trusted.
Kawana asked me to give this to Ihara.
Sure, but he had to know we'd turn it inside out first. Maybe it's Kawana-san's way of entrusting you with the evidence you need? After all, with public security after him, he may not live to see tomorrow. And seeing how he's on the run, he had to find a way to get that into Ihara-san's hands. Which I think is why he left it all up to you, Yagami-shi.
Then it's settled. It's about time I expose everyone involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Ihara, Kawana, and his students. That's the first step to luring public security out in the open.
And I believe the SD card will make that possible.
So hey, looks like almost getting blown up was worth it.
I guess so.
Hey, sorry to bug you.
Matsune? What are you doing here?
I was talking to the MRC guys earlier. They said you'd be at this detective agency.
Everything okay?
Well, Akane started hanging out with some shady guys. So I figured I should talk to Yagami-san about this.
Sounds like a tricky situation. Please, have a seat.
Akane's that girl you hung out with all the time, right? So, want to tell me more about these shady guys?
They're these thugs from Tokyo. RK, they're called. They've been flirting with her.
Okay. What else?
They got her so comfortable she blurted out some stuff she probably shouldn't have. Stuff about you, Yagami-san.
Well, that's nothing I can't handle. But rolling with RK is bad news. She needs to stop. Their leaders are ex-Yakuza, you know.
I knew it. So they actually are dangerous then.
What's really going on?
They asked Akane which student you cared about the most.
What?
So she... kinda blurted out Koda's name.
She did what?
Yeah, even Akane knew she messed up, so she called me right after. Yagami-san, you've been mixed up with RK, right? You think they might go after Koda?
Can you try to get in touch with her?
Actually, I haven't been able to.
What about Akane?
Oh, right. Let me try and call.
Hello, Matsune?
Akane, where are you right now?
The last place Mikoshiba-sensei was.
Huh?
I'm with RK. We're at the building where Mikoshiba-sensei's body was found.
Why?
Matsune, are you with Yagami already?
How do you know about that?
It's Yagami. Is Koda-san there too?
She is. Yagami-san! It's me, Koda! Please, help me!
This Yagami? Come on over and we'll play. You know the place, right?
Who is this?
Not important. Better hurry, or else Kodo-chan will have to entertain us. Know what I mean?
Hey! Stop it! No!
Don't! What the hell do you want?
Come down and find out. Oh, I'm sure this goes without saying, but if you go to the cops, these girls are as good as dead.
Do you guys even understand what you're doing right now?
Better hurry.
What's happening?
Matsune, you stay here. Tsukumo!
I'll contact Kaito-san and Higashi-san for help. And I'll fly my drone out to the scene, too.
Perfect. Counting on you.
Let's go, Yagami-san. Hurry up, or I'm leaving without you.
Yeah, let's go. I thought I could keep up.
What's up?
Yagami-shi, this is Tsukumo. My drones just arrived at the scene. Koda-san and Akane-san are with some men. About 20 of them.
Where's Kaito-san and Higashi?
I've contacted them. They're on their way now.
Good.
Hey! He's here! It's Yagami!
Talk. This where those RK guys are holed up? He's Soma with them?
Nobody's had eyes on him yet. Just a sec. Tsukumo?
I've confirmed the enemy position, Yagami-shi. They have our 2 young hostages surrounded, so a head-on assault would be too dangerous. Naturally, I've already come up with some countermeasures we can run. Would you care to hear my plan?
You always come through, man. Okay then. Walk us through it.
Wow. Look who decided to show up. Too scared to come without all your little bodyguard buddies?
Not like you've got room to talk. How many shitheads does it take to watch these girls?
I never thought it would end up like this. You believe me, don't you?
Yeah. But we'll have to save the lecture for after all this is over. You'll be free soon. That goes for you too, Koda-san.
You so sure about that?
You kidnapped them to get to me? Well, here I am, so let's go.
We did lure you here, so we can beat your sorry ass to death.
Okay, then. So what was your plan? Throw all these guys at us as soon as we kick down the door?
We're smarter than that, you know.
Yeah. We knew you'd have some backup!
Here comes! Let's take out the trash! Yagami! Hands where I can see them! And same for you two!
Hey, calm down. I've got one more thing. I'm not a big fan of guns.
Huh? Shit! Up there!
Face the wrath of Ijincho Yokohama 99! The wicked shall be smited and retribution shall be swift!
Come on. Did you really think one gun was enough to take out a crew like us? If you did, you were wrong.
You two sit tight a little longer. But just to warn you, I'm gonna go hard on these guys. If you want to see some asses kicked, don't blink, okay?
Let's get going. I want him down before the smoke clears.
Yeah. Come on!
Let's go. Watch this.
Step away from the window! I shall assist. I shall assist you.
Here we go.
We are ready to go. Here we go. We are ready to go. Here we go.
Thanks. You saved us. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm the one who got you into this. It's not your fault, it's RK's. But I'm next in line after them. Besides, I'm not the one you should be apologizing to.
Coda, I'm really sorry. It's alright. Well, I'm gonna head home.
Soma?
What? Who?
Akane, get back!
Huh?
Here all by yourself? What are you trying to pull?
Oh, I'm just here to talk. To be honest, Kuwano's put us in kind of a tight spot.
How so?
Well, he's got Kawai's body, Reiko Kusamoto's victim, hidden in a freezer, of all places. Been on ice for what, 5 years? You know about this, Yagami?
Yeah.
Problem is, he's planning to reveal its location on the internet. If that happens, Kusamoto-san will be ruined. No doubt her fingerprints and other traces are all over the damn corpse.
Yeah, but that's for the better. Means she won't have to listen to you.
Reiko Kusamoto is a capable woman who can swim with the tides. She's irreplaceable. It would be unfortunate to lose her over some lowlife she had to put down. She's on our side now, and she's accepted it.
So it's your duty to protect people like that?
I protect order, not people. Consider me a necessary evil.
Necessary evil?
That's right. If I hadn't gone undercover, the Tojo clan's ex-Yakuza would be spread all over by now. If that happened, we never would have been able to track their current activity. That's why I created the RK network. To keep Kamurocho's underground under control. Much safer and less messy than wiping them out indiscriminately. But in the shadow of order, there's always a pair of dirty hands.
Right. Kuwana said something like that too.
But if there's one difference between the two of us, it's that I find my work enjoyable. It gives me purpose. When I dirty my hands, it's in the service of order. It goes back to a necessary evil to maintain peace in this country. In my eyes, peace does require violence. It only works when killers are below the surface, keeping it afloat.
Sawa-sensei too? Is that the peace you want?
Yoko Sawa? She did have to die. She almost connected the Mikoshiba case to Kuwana. She was getting very close to it. She may even have figured out Reiko Kusamoto was involved. The fewer people who know a secret, the better kept the secret stays. I don't remember even hesitating on that call. And I think that means... well, you guys won't like hearing this. But it was justified.
You asshole!
Whoa, whoa. Don't fly off the handle now. I haven't finished what I had to say.
What the fuck?
Did I mention how much of a pain in the ass Kuwana made this? He negotiated for your lives, using Kawai's body as leverage over us.
What?
So relax, would you? I don't plan on killing you here.
Then why even show your sorry face?
The trial for Ehara-san is coming up, right? You know, the groping thing. I've come here with a request that I hope you'll consider.
This from you?
Reiko Kusamoto's name is not to come up during the Ehara trial. That shouldn't be so hard, right? Shirosaki-sensei would have to agree to this too.
And if we were to refuse?
Nothing. It's Kusamoto-san's request. She's asking nice.
What?
A mother doesn't want her child branded a murderer's son. Could you give her that much? And that's all. I'm sure we'll talk soon.
You think so, huh? Why put off what we can settle now? Soma! Akane!
Akane-chan! Why am I...
A paint gun? You okay?
That son of a...
Well, hell, that's gotta hurt. But a bruise sure beats the alternative, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I'd say he got us good with that one.
Yeah. But that was a terrible call. If Soma hadn't been packing a paint gun, that would have been really bad. You two are more important than him. I should have prioritized protecting you.
Yagami-san.
You've been brave. I'm sure this was really scary for you. We'll need to do things one step at a time, Kaito-san. We can't tackle it all at once. First thing, Ihara's groping appeal needs to become a murder trial that outs Kawana and his students. That way, if public security is our real enemy here, we'll have the prosecution and the courts on our side. That'll be on me. I'll reveal a truth no one can deny.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much your specialty. Send that asshole to jail, for good.
You've got this, Yagami-san.
Whoa. This is crazy. Why is he so hot? Am I right?
Huh. Just a minute ago, she got shot. And now look at her.
Teenagers.
Hello? Yeah, I'm getting ready now, Sari-san. Oversleep? I would never... Okay. Yep. Alright, see you at the courthouse. Held on violation of Shinjuku Station's anti-nuisance ordinance, the defendant of this appeal is active duty officer Akihiro Ihara. He was previously convicted and sentenced to 6 months. However, the defense wholly rejects the sexual battery charge and asserts his innocence.
The prosecution points to 2 pieces of evidence to prove the defendant guilty. One is the security camera footage from Ikebukuro to Shinjuku Station. The other is fiber traces from the victim's undergarments on the defendant's hand. The defense maintains this was not sufficient evidence to issue a guilty verdict. We have prepared counter-arguments to each piece of the prosecution's evidence.
How does the prosecution respond?
We maintain the original sentence was perfectly adequate. That is all.
Then first, let's examine the security footage from Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station submitted at the first trial. This is footage of Ikebukuro Station on October 7th at 7:43 a.m. The individual wearing sunglasses and a mask is believed to be the defendant. This person remains in the area for over an hour, watching as countless trains make their stops. At 9:06 a.m., he locates the victim of this case, then he boards the train and pursues her. This footage of the station platform is from when the suspect and victim board the train car.
We already saw this during the first trial. Let's not be redundant.
Of course not. The victim claimed the defendant moved in a suspicious manner once the train left Ikebukuro Station, ultimately placing his hand under her skirt. After they arrived at Shinjuku Station 6 minutes later, the victim gathered her courage and grabbed his hand. However, there's a possibility the offender seen here is not the defendant himself, but a different person entirely, a stand-in. The goal was to disguise this event as an alibi for the murder which occurred in Yokohama that same morning. In other words, this instance of sexual battery was a conspiratorial fabrication. The original verdict was issued without taking this into consideration, resulting in an inadequate trial.
This is merely speculation. The defense has no proof to support these claims.
Precisely the issue.
Yes, there is indeed no definitive proof that confirms the existence of a stand-in. However, the notion itself cannot be disproved, even with all of the prosecution's evidence.
Would you care to elaborate, please?
The assailant fled the train and was caught shortly after on the Shinjuku Station platform. Many nearby passengers filmed the scene, which then circulated throughout Japan. The impact may have been greater since the defendant was an active duty officer. There's no mistake that the man apprehended at the platform was the defendant. Upon arrival, station police arrested him and immediately performed a trace element inspection. With that said, there's a very real possibility the offender who ran off the train was an entirely different person, and we have the evidence to prove that. If you'll kindly look at this.
What is this? Displayed on the large monitor, please. Is that a diagram of Shinjuku Station?
That's correct, Your Honor. First, the victim and the offender ran onto the platform as soon as the train doors opened. The train car they boarded is here on this map. We've marked the offender's route with an arrow. The lighter areas on the overhead view are within the security camera's line of sight. More people pass through Shinjuku than anywhere on Earth in a single day. It's packed with security cameras. However, this arrow with the dotted line reveals the existence of a small blind spot. That's where the defendant and stand-in swapped places.
I see. So you claim this was their opportunity?
Yes. As such, I'd like to question the defendant once more over this evidence. Defendant, when you were issued the verdict in your first trial, you said the following to the judge. In a warehouse about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. If that wasn't enough, you correctly identified the body as Hiro Mikoshiba, despite the fact the police had yet to do so. How did you manage to pull off such a feat?
It came to me in a dream. Strange, I know.
Mikoshiba-san was your son Toshiro-kun's classmate, was he not?
That's right.
Toshiro Ihara was found dead in his apartment 4 years ago. He took his own life. Afterward, the defendant sued the school over Toshiro-kun's suicide.
Yes?
Ihara-san, can you tell us why you sued the school?
There were rumors my son had been bullied. Unfortunately, the court wasn't able to substantiate that claim.
And these rumors were discovered on the internet?
They were.
Of the bullies mentioned, Mikoshiba-san's name was among them. Were you aware of this?
I was.
Would you say you harbored murderous intent against Mikoshiba-san?
Objection. The defense's question is irrelevant. This case is to examine whether or not sexual battery took place. Also, the Kanagawa police are actively investigating Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. The courtroom is no place for baseless speculation.
How does the defense respond?
The timing of the battery incident makes this case an alibi for Mikoshiba-san's murder. We believe there's a very relevant connection.
Very well. The prosecution's objection is overruled.
And please keep it brief.
Just as soon as the defendant answers the question. Did you harbor murderous intent for Hiro Mikoshiba?
Of course I did.
In other words, Your Honor, it goes like this. On the day Toshiro-kun's bully, Mikoshiba-san, was killed, the defendant set out to synchronize the murder with sexual battery. It became his alibi for the murder, and the prosecution and the court all but approved it. A 6-month sentence for sexual battery and getting away with murder. That's all the motivation the defendant needed to fabricate this elaborate scheme. His stand-in groped his accomplice, and then they swapped places before getting caught. It's all entirely possible.
Then the defense should present some evidence to prove it.
Wrong. That's not how this works, is it? The prosecution bears the burden of proof in criminal cases. If we go through all the evidence and discover the possibility no groping took place, then it's on the prosecution to refute that.
Fine. Have it your way. The defense's argument about the security camera's blind spot is flimsy at best. While the defendant was running, his female victim was chasing after him. Surely the victim would have seen if he had switched places with a stand-in. Yet the victim provided no such testimony.
The victim, Yui Mamiya, was an accomplice in the scheme.
Objection! This is an insult to the victim. Such claims harm the integrity of all women.
We have good reason to doubt the victim's credibility. She was all part of his plan. In fact, that's all but sure.
A 50-something man separated from his wife was driven by loneliness to harassment. That seems much more likely.
The way you phrase that, is the prosecution admitting the defense's claims aren't wholly impossible?
Beg pardon?
That would imply the guilty verdict from the first trial was issued without 100% certainty.
Now you're just nitpicking.
Defense, if you claim to doubt the victim, then what is your reasoning?
Yes, we do. In actuality, she wasn't the only conspirator who helped stage the groping. The bystander who captured the defendant, the witness who recorded the incident on his smartphone. Both men, in conjunction with the victim, were classmates from the same high school. Which means, strange as it sounds, that these seemingly unrelated individuals were in fact all acquaintances. It's clear that this was a carefully organized and planned event.
Our investigation discovered they all graduated from Kurokawa Academy in Tokyo 13 years ago. Additionally, Yoko Sawa, the teacher who was killed in Ijincho, graduated from the same class. 4 years ago, she was the teacher of the defendant's son, Toshiro-kun. We believe this indicates a connection between the Kurokawa Academy graduates and this case.
Of course, that's as deep as we need to go on that. We've simply presented the possibility that multiple conspirators were present when the defendant was apprehended. And as long as such a possibility exists, the defense asserts the defendant cannot be found guilty.
Your Honor, may I speak?
What is it?
I haven't committed murder. Per my conviction, I am just a pervert who victimized a woman on the train. Everything else is in the defense's imagination.
Defendant, why did you agree to this appeal then?
You can ask my lawyers that. I simply didn't stop them.
How does the defense respond?
It's just as the defendant says. However, we believe his recollection may be a bit fuzzy. To refresh his memory, I'd like him to take a look at some footage. Will you permit this, Your Honor?
Now what?
But please, don't display this on the large monitor. We shouldn't shock the public. It's footage of a murder.
Excuse me, wasn't that denied as evidence?
As I said, this is solely to refresh your memory. It's up to the judge whether or not we show it.
Please proceed.
That's just internet footage with no known origins.
No. This footage is from the SD card in the camera used to record it. This is a write once, read many card, also known as a worm. The police use it to photograph evidence. Anything recorded on it is highly reliable data. After serving your time, you intended to release this to the public. But Kawana can't wait for that to happen. And that's why he left it in my care.
Don't kill me. Please. I'm sorry. Toshiro-kun. I'll make it up to him. I'll atone for it. I swear I'll try to make it up to him somehow. I'll spend the rest of my life making up for it. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Defendant, in that footage, is the person in the white raincoat you?
You could say it looks like me.
The person you killed is Hiro Mikoshiba. According to the autopsy report, he died sometime after 7:30 a.m. on October 7th. Therefore, it can only be that the person who passed through the ticket gate shortly after at 7:43 a.m. was not you, but your stand-in. As the defense, we cannot allow our client's conviction of sexual battery to stand in light of this footage. May we continue questioning the defendant?
How does the prosecution respond?
Even if the footage has an irrefutable source, that alone does not prove guilt of murder. I'd just like to state that in advance.
So the prosecution is denying the murder? Remind me who exactly is defending me here?
Good question.
The defense repeatedly mentions a stand-in, but where is this person currently? Who even are they? The person on the station security footage was wearing sunglasses, but he looked just like the defendant.
We believe he used a mask made from a 3D printer. If you look closely, the alleged defendant at Ikebukuro Station and on the train does not move his mouth at all. We learned this from sources who may have been the stand-in and the collaborators.
Then we should call them to the stand to testify.
No need. The defendant should know all of this already.
I don't know anything about it.
He said he doesn't know. So what now? The defendant admitted to sexual battery, not murder. The murder footage has excellent production value, but nothing else corroborates the defense's claims.
Your Honor, I would like to request further witness testimony from the victim.
Denied. Both the defendant and the victim certified the validity of the battery, leaving no room for discrepancies. It would be unprecedented for a victim to testify further in this situation.
By that logic, there's no precedent for using battery as an alibi for murder either.
I will admit there is a possibility, but not enough to justify subjecting the victim to further distress in court. I must once again deny the request.
But...
Defense, I've made myself clear.
Your Honor, following the defendant's last statement, we have a few more questions.
Understood. Please proceed.
What's next?
You're an active duty police officer. Do you still hold that title with pride?
It would be ridiculous to say I do now. But in my past, I took down criminals in the name of justice and tried to make a difference, even around the time of my son's suicide. And, as fate would have it, that same justice system decided no one was to blame for it. If I had to pick a moment my pride as an officer died, that would be it. Not that it matters. That has no bearing, and doesn't mean I killed Mikoshiba.
I suppose not, huh? Ihara-san, you're familiar with Jin Kuwana, aren't you? He's a handyman in Ijincho.
Nope, never heard of him.
On October 7th, Kuwana disguised himself as you and boarded a train in Ikebukuro bound for Shinjuku Station. He was the stand-in for the sexual battery mentioned earlier.
Your Honor, no evidence has been submitted to verify that statement. The name Kuwana was not present on any documentation, nor was the prosecution notified.
Kuwana is the very person who encouraged the defendant to murder Mikoshiba-san.
Defense. As the prosecution has stated, no one by the name of Kuwana is known to the court. We've not even confirmed if he exists. Please refrain from this line of questioning.
But, Your Honor, Kuwana is a key factor in the defendant's motive. Without him, Ihara-san never would have killed Mikoshiba, and we wouldn't be in this courtroom. Am I getting through to you?
I don't know a Kuwana.
No, you definitely do. Kawana's the one who fanned the flames of vengeance. You do well to remember that. Take a listen to this.
What is it?
It wasn't just some random internet post that made you decide to kill Mikoshiba-san, was it? Even while battling the school in court, you still didn't know for sure who pushed Toshiro-kun to his death. That's when Kuwana came to you with this recording, right?
That's... Why do you...
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen. And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face.
That's the voice of Yokosawa, the teacher Toshiro-kun confided in about being bullied 4 years ago. It was recorded in secret and played for the defendant by Kuwana.
He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side. And yet, I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. Believe me, I never wanted to do that. They said there was no hope, that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever.
After hearing this, the defendant came to believe Mikoshiba-san's unchecked aggression toward Toshiro was the driving force behind his son's tragic suicide. And ultimately, this became his motivation for murdering Mikoshiba-san and staging his elaborate cover-up. Isn't that right, Ihara-san? Is it coming back to you yet?
Afraid not.
I see.
Then, is that all? Can the defense please get back on track?
This recording only came into my hands by means of Kuwana. Except, thinking about it now, much like the murder footage, that would qualify as an unreliable source, wouldn't it?
What?
We live in an age where audio and video footage can be fabricated and easily reproduced.
What are you getting at?
Sawa-sensei, the one speaking in the recording, was murdered only days ago. And the one who recorded it, Kuwana, disappeared without a trace. Meaning that as far as this recording is concerned, no one is left who can prove that it's authentic to the court.
Or is my understanding incorrect? You would say you're completely unaware of the details about your son in this recording. Kawana had it. Didn't he play it for you?
I never heard it. Regardless of the content, it has nothing to do with me.
So you say. In that case, let's just assume then that Kawana and I are the only ones in possession of this audio recording. And considering that Kawana has all but vanished without a trace, that would actually make this the only copy, and me the sole owner. No backup exists.
What are you getting at?
This has no value in this courtroom, then I'm afraid it's never gonna have a value beyond today. And being that you claim it's unrelated to you or this case, then it wouldn't bother you if I were to delete it from my phone right here and now.
Why would... That's crazy. I wouldn't!
Okay. Then tell me why I shouldn't do it.
Because Mikoshiba was a man who should never have escaped being judged. That's the proof of my son's pain. The proof that everyone ignored. That recording is all I have left of him! I took the school to court because Toshiro deserved justice. But all they could say is that the cause of his suicide couldn't be determined. In the end, not a single person was held responsible. No proof, no justice. My son was hung out to dry.
Yes. That's all true.
All of you. You're all so incompetent. You see yourselves as these paragons of law and justice, yet the truth slips right through your fingers. And then, my alibi made you a mockery. I made it so real. You passed me off as just another pervert. You were gullible. Every single one of you. Toshiro threw his life away and justice was blind to his pain. Mikoshiba walked free because of you. You condone murder and call yourselves the law. That's why I did it. I took Mikoshiba's life with my own hands.
This is coming in hot. Remember that pervert cop? Turns out he's actually a murderer.
To recap, you killed Hiro Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then headed to Shinjuku Station where you and Kawana pulled off a switch, and there you were ultimately arrested as a groper.
Yeah. That's right.
Defendant, you bear animosity for the whole system. We can't just take your words at face value. If you're responsible for Mikoshiba-san's murder, can you bring forward any evidence, or just the murder footage?
To tell you the truth, I have something that I was holding on to for the impact that it would have. It's very real evidence that the law has failed us.
What have you been hiding then? Will it prove you killed Mikoshiba?
Yes.
Then what is it?
If you go to my wife's apartment, you'll find my son's altar there. In it, you'll find the weapon I used for the crime, the knife I murdered him with. It still has Mikoshiba's blood on it.
Wait a minute, Genda-sensei. I prayed at that altar.
Well, I guess you can lead a horse to water.
Very well then. We'll open an investigation.
Defense. Will there be anything further?
No matter how justified, vengeance is not something we can ever take into our own hands. That said, in the case of Ihara-san, our system failed him. We know the law strives to be just, but it failed to prove Toshiro-kun was bullied. That's not justice. Not when no one is held responsible. The law, as well as those who enforce it, are far from perfect. So to the court, I say let this case be a lesson. The law is failing to save people who need saving.
It's clear proceedings should be adjourned. At a later time when Mikoshiba-san's murder weapon is recovered, we can resume the trial. I'm willing to do that via a special exception. Defense, prosecution, is that clear?
No objections.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
Well, Kanagawa PD called from the Ehara residence. They've recovered the knife. I'm ashamed to admit that I was so blind to his scheme.
Well then, that makes two of us.
Seems I underestimated you. And the worst part of all, I was arrogant. Legal authority and organizational connections should never be held above the pursuit of truth. I'm glad you were able to make me see that again. Thank you.
Nah.
You've come a long way.
Genda-sensei.
Prosecutor Takano's been stubborn as hell from the day he passed the bar. Once he's made up his mind, nothing can stand in his way. Not even his own boss. And he only bows once in a blue moon, so I hope you remember this.
Typical Genda law. I'm never going to like you.
You two really pulled it off. Great job.
Yagami-san.
It's Kusumoto, the Vice Minister.
Bondo.
He's from public security?
Right.
You handled that with such grace, Yagami-sensei. It's no wonder Kuwana holds you in such high regard.
What brings you here?
Yagami-sensei, would you mind if we talked alone?
Why, though? Something we can't hear?
The more you know, the more you risk. You'd be endangering your own lives. If you're willing to accept that, feel free to stay.
We'll clear the room. At this point, we'd just be getting in Yagami-san's way.
It was nearly a month ago that Kusumoto-san received a letter from Kuwana, though we were unable to use it to trace him.
What did it say?
Soma told you, didn't he? Kuwana hid Shinya Kawai's body, seeing as Kusumoto-san's fingerprints and other traces were still on it. If that surfaces, the Ministry of Health will have yet another massive scandal on its hands. As such, we'd like to recover and dispose of the body as quickly as possible. Perhaps we'll need to melt it down.
The body was originally preserved to maintain control over Mitsuru's bullies. I never imagined it would be used against me someday.
Fine, but why are you telling me this?
Because of the letter he sent. Once Ehara-san's trial is over, he wanted to talk to you. Using my phone.
Huh? Is that Kuwana?
Kusumoto-san, is Yagami there? Put me on speaker, please.
Go ahead.
So, it seems Ehara-san's trial was a big success. He took our failing legal system and turned it on its head. Couldn't have done it without you.
I don't know what you're thinking, but public security has to be tracing this call. You have a plan?
No. Not this time. That's why I'm using my own phone. And that's just the way I want it. Can't run forever, you know.
The hell are you saying? They catch you, you're a dead man.
That's exactly why I'm negotiating to prevent that. Kusumoto-san.
Yes.
I'll be upfront with you. I never imagined the day would come that you would be the one to betray me. But if I had to guess, Mitsuru-kun must have woke up. If that's the case, then Kawai's murder, your whole past, you're not the only one it stands to ruin. If all that comes into the light, Mitsuru-kun will be labeled the son of a murderer.
Exactly. I can't let that... That's the one thing I need to prevent.
I know. That's good. That's exactly what you should be doing. So please, don't stop now on my behalf. Enough is enough. You and your son have been through enough hell. I want to protect Mitsuru-kun too. Almost as much as his mother.
Where is Kawai's body? Tell me.
I can only assume this call is being traced, so even as we speak, I'm standing somewhere very close to it.
You gave us the location. I'm going to dispatch Soma. Kawana! Where are you?
I'm in Ijincho. If I take even one step out of this city, I'd be powerless. I've got nowhere else left to go.
Kawana! After they find Kawai's body and Kawana is taken care of, I'm next on the list. Bando can act at his own discretion. If he wants me gone, he'll be able to silence anyone who could know too much. Sawa-sensei was just the first victim. You yourself have sealed this fate, you know. Will you tell him? Will you tell Mitsuru-kun about Sawa-sensei?
Surely you know it wasn't my fault. Sawa-san's death was a tragedy. I never imagined that would happen.
What about Kawana? Can you imagine how his death is gonna play out in a few hours? I can, but I'm not gonna let him go down without a fight. Which means, I'm going to Ijincho.
I can talk some sense into Bando. I won't allow him to kill indiscriminately. So please, don't go out there to risk your life.
That's how it works. No promises. Tsukumo, Kawana's still out in Ijincho. Soma and RK are heading there too. We need to get to him fast.
Wait, are you sure about that?
You should be able to pick up some chatter. Pinpoint the location. I'm on my way. I'll talk to you soon. Tsukumo?
I see you've arrived in Ijincho safe and sound.
What's happening? Is RK on the move?
Oh yes. A picture began circulating on the internet not long ago. It was likely Kawana-san who put it out there. I just sent it over to you.
Hang on. Is this Shinya Kawai? That's his body.
Indeed it is. I data mined the image and found out it was taken just minutes ago. I also have the location. It's a warehouse company on Yokohama's coast, and Kawana's uncle came up as the proprietor.
You mean Siren's owner? Send me the warehouse's address.
Actually, Sugihirashi is driving there with Kaito-san and Higashi-san right now. If you want to ride, take Isezaki Road and head to Tsurukame Highway.
Can't count how many times you've come through for me, Tsukumo.
Just trying to return the many favors, Yagami-shi.
Tak, over here. These RK assholes are like bananas. They only come in bunches.
Take it they don't want us getting to Kuwana-san?
Guess they were expecting us. Sure are making a big show of it.
What are those people doing? Oh, I don't like the looks of this.
Should we call the cops?
Kaito-san, we're running out of time. Let's wrap this up quick.
Yeah. Can't you see we're in a hurry? Quit stalling and come get some.
You four, freeze! Somehow they never show up when you need them. But they're right there when it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Think this bunch is with public security?
I'm not sure. Either way, we don't have time to deal with them.
Hey! Relax, fellas. I can vouch for these guys.
Nabe-san.
The lid came off the Mikoshiba case. We can investigate the connection to Ehara. But what the hell are you guys doing here?
Kuwana's in a tight spot, actually. Can I count on you? Will the cops help?
What do you mean by a tight spot?
Take a step back, please. These men are gonna be under our jurisdiction.
This has to wait. We're dealing with a matter of life and death here.
Be quiet!
Hey, I told you I could vouch for these guys. Why don't we all just chill out and let them explain what they're doing?
Hey, what the hell?
I suggest you stay out of this.
Okay, name and department.
Our orders are coming from way higher up the chain than yours, sir. So again, stay out of this. There's nothing stopping me from arresting a detective. Or do you want to try me?
And do your orders include going around belting us with your batons?
We're about to have a problem here, aren't we? All four of you, put your hands up and face the car. I said move!
Oh, damn! It's Yagami-san! What brings you all the way out here?
Matsu? Akane?
Hey! Stop that!
Whoa! Back off, dude!
Hey, check it out! These goddamn cops, they're checking my friend's food because they're shady as fuck! I'm no expert, but is that shit legal?
Nice. Sugiura, start the car.
Okay.
Hey! Hurt me, cop! There's a cop here and he's creeping on me!
Those kids aren't even half bad.
Let's roll!
Hey, stop!
Shit!
Let's go!
Tesso.
Looks like everybody's on our side. Except RK and the cops.
Great. Guana's gonna be waiting for us.
I'm on it. Going as fast as I can.
Tsukumo, we're just about at the place. You got a visual?
Yeah, the view's great from up here, Yagami-shi. From my position, it looks like RK is swarming the whole building.
And Soma?
I can't confirm his location, unfortunately. Kuwana-san either.
Okay. So give me a number here. How many RK we got?
I'd say about 100.
100?
It's a massive warehouse, so they need all the manpower they can get. They seem to have fanned out to search for Kawai's body. The good news is there's no indication they found it yet.
Tsukumo-kun, got any bright ideas for where I should park this thing?
I'm afraid it won't matter too much. The enemy already knows you're en route. You'll have a welcoming party no matter where you decide to enter from.
That works. Just means we get to show up and beat down the front door.
Are you guys ready?
Hey, anyone else getting some good deja vu from kicking a bunch of asses in a downpour?
I'm pretty pumped, actually. It's reminding me I'm alive, you know?
Come on, man. Are you that bored back in Kamurochō?
Let's go!
For real?
Hey, we've got company. Guess the watch isn't doing their job.
What are they so mad about? Not like they're supposed to be here either.
Yeah, they're just ransacking the place.
This is all to find Kawai's body.
Well, if there's a bright side to any of this, it looks like they still haven't found it. Or Kuwana.
That's it. Break time, fellas! Let's kill these fuckers! That all you got? 'Cause I can go all day!
Never seen this number.
Huh?
It's Kuwana. I assume you're here? Then all the players have assembled.
I mean, you're here too? Where are you? What is all this?
Put simply, a trap for Soma, using Kawai's body as bait. You must have known he'd show up too.
So everything from calling Reiko Kusumoto to this, it was all to corner Soma?
Yeah. I'm gonna drag him kicking and screaming into the light. He only gets away with his shit because he does it in the shadows, and his friends at public security just watch. If I expose them, Kusumoto-san can lead a happy life.
You know she sold you out, right?
Look, that doesn't matter. This is the only shot we have at Soma. Alone, I could probably kill him, but there's no way I can take him in alive.
If you wanted help, you could have just asked.
To deceive your enemies, start with your allies. And besides, if you didn't come, I had a plan B. Listen, I'm in the deepest part of the warehouse, far down as you can go, and Soma's closing in.
And we'll just have to get there first.
Oh, man. What kind of plan B could he have when he's got 100 guys surrounding him?
I sure would have liked to see that.
Let's go.
Might be some arcade down below, too.
Probably right.
Huh? The hell were the guys up there even doing? Come on, let's trash them!
guys.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Won't open? Maybe they barred it from the other side.
Hey, what's the plan?
Let's see if we can find another way.
Hey.
Uh-huh. Suspicious.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Oh, you spot a way through?
Yeah, let me see if it'll work. You guys keep watch in case anyone's tailing us.
Gotcha. You can leave that to us. Be quick, but keep it cool, Tog.
I have to do something about this right now.
Here we go! All right, you made it! Now let's hightail it to Kuwana.
Let's roll then.
That door looks like it leads ahead.
It's locked. Let me see if I can pick it.
Almost there. That'll do it.
You're the man, Yagami-san.
Hey! Hold her right there!
God damn. How many of these guys are there?
Tak! Sugiura! Higashi and I'll keep them busy. You guys go on ahead.
I'm counting on both you guys.
Another pile of shit. Well, Yagami-san, I guess we can handle this. No RK around here. Yagami-san, find a way to follow me from where you're at.
Still more of them.
Oh, なんだってね。
Yagami-san! I'm a little tied up over here myself. Go on ahead, yeah?
Hey, you alright?
Think so. In better shape than Kuwana-san, at least. Now hurry up, Yagami-san!
Damn it. You better be right behind me.
You know I will!
What the? Hey. What the? stop. Gotta think.
Need a lift? Nice job clearing the path. As a that, I found this.
Come on board!
This ought to be good.
What do you clowns think you're doing? Your asses are dead! Watch this.
And stay down.
Let's roll,
let's go.
Talk.
Another elevator. Might take us straight down to the bottom. Kuwana-san and Soma are probably there too.
Yeah, let's go.
Damn it! Why is this taking so long?
Find Kawai's body, and Kuwana will show up. Faster you go, faster we get out of here.
This air is unbearable.
Sir, do you think Kuwana's still around? We already tore this place up. Couldn't he have bailed?
Well, he didn't get out with Kawai's body. No cars have gotten in or out of here since we showed up. Just find the body. We can deal with Kuwana later.
Soma-san! Come check it out! Kawai's body. Sir,
I think we found it.
Do you see? You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Yo, how we doing?
Sir, I'm the one who found him. We were just about to pull him out.
Ugh, he's so fucking nasty.
Good. Get this thing out of here. I've got a buyer ready to pay quite a premium. Good job, everybody. It's Kuwana. You thought you could hide? Show yourself! Don't you want to try to negotiate?
You call this a negotiation? You don't bring a gun to a ceasefire.
You've led us on a hell of a wild chase, Soma.
Well then. How many mice do we have in the maze? One appears. The weakest dies first.
That fucking hurt! I'm gonna fucking kick this little wimp's ass!
You calling me a wimp, asshole?
Out of my fucking way!
You made it out alive, Yagami.
So, is all this playing out exactly as you planned?
If we can catch this murderer here and put him in chains, then I'd say we're off to a good start.
That's hypocritical, isn't it? You say I'm a killer? What's your body count up to?
I'm just a former Japanese teacher. Sounds to me like you've got it all wrong.
Well, doesn't that figure? The only teacher I ever hated was in my high school Japanese class.
Soma. I don't know if I've ever met a more twisted piece of shit. Undercover agent or whatever. You've crossed the line without giving a damn.
Undercover agent? My men don't need to hear this shit.
Sawa-sensei died at your hands. You deserve what's coming.
I'm afraid that's what you say when you have the upper hand.
Guys, turn it on. Now it's time to give them hell.
Okay.
They're going down!
Oh, yeah!
Let's get this over with.
Yagami!
Pay attention.
Next time you open your eyes, you'll be alone without the darkness to protect you. Bando too. He'll abandon you to your fate. To hell with evil being necessary for order. You'll rot in a cell for the rest of your miserable life.
All that's left to do is clean this shit up.
Yo, you might want to stay away from that. Pull it out any further, and it'll set off the bomb I planted.
What?
It could very well end up going off anyway. But that'll be up to me.
Oh, what the fuck? I can't keep track of how many times this guy has changed sides.
As long as Kawai's body exists, Kusumoto-san will never be free. So I'll make sure it's never found again. You guys might want to consider stepping out.
Kawana, you can't do it.
But I can. This was always going to be the backup plan anyway. If you guys hadn't made it down here, I would have blown up both the body and Soma all in one shot. But still, if Soma dies, I'll never get to the one pulling the strings. And Kusumoto-san will never be free of these goddamn shackles.
Kusumoto-san needs to turn herself in. If she keeps trying to hide from all this, she'll be haunted by her past wherever she goes. You'd rather she carry those sins for the rest of her life, and all by herself. Because after today, you won't be there to help anymore. You have to leave. You'll disappear. From here on out, you'll need to live deep in the shadows.
If she turns herself in, she'd never be able to see Mitsuru again. Her son is finally awake, after 13 years in a coma. Does tearing them apart sound like justice to you?
I want nothing more than for everyone involved to get a happy ending. But still, if I turn my back on it now, Sawa-sensei's sacrifice becomes a footnote. That won't work. She can't say her piece without a voice. So if I don't raise mine for her, what justice prevails?
Fine. I'll just push the button. Everyone in here can be blown to hell.
You really gonna do that?
If you guys don't back off, then I will. Do you know how many people I've killed through the years?
Nah. But if you were really that kind of scum, we wouldn't have come down here. You wouldn't be the kind of person worth saving. This one is my fight, guys.
The way I see this, Tak, you and Kawana both have your reasons. Something to consider. But between the both of you, is there really a right answer?
the truth. We put too much value on it. All it does is crush us.
That's not true. It's because the truth was being hidden. That's what led to Sawa-sensei's death, isn't it? Set Kusamoto free. It's time for all this to end. I mean, you've gotta already know. When justice breaks, someone's always gonna find a way to redefine it to suit themselves. And from that point of view, everything you do feels justified. That's why you're able to look past the sacrifice and the damage you cause.
No. I didn't want this.
I get that. But who decides what's wrong? Who gets to decide what's right? That's not us. Come on. Sawa-sensei died because you made the choice for her, and you took her truth. Who does that really serve? Tell me who. Why would you want that? The truth is all we have. When the law can't be fair, the truth becomes our last ray of hope. So please, Sawa-sensei's truth, don't take that from her. Kusamoto-san.
Kitakata-sensei!
I couldn't protect you. I couldn't even protect your secret.
Please lift up your eyes. I saw that picture you posted of Kawai's dead face. I took a hard look. This was the man I killed. I saw the pain in his propulsive face. I saw the consequences of my actions. Sawa-san never should have been dragged into this. I saw how I betrayed and abandoned you too, Kusamoto-san. I've been frightened ever since. I was scared Mitsuru would find out the truth. I was worried he would discover his mother was a monster. And for you as well, Sensei. You carried it for me. You clung to such a dark secret. I made you do this for so long. I never should have gone through with it. And I won't let you bear the burden of my mistake anymore. That's why I've decided. I'm going to turn myself in. I have some bad news for you, Mitsuru. Your mother won't be coming home for a while. It's not work. But I feel I should warn you. I'm going to be placing a burden on your shoulders. I'm so sorry. Mitsuru?
Please don't worry, Mom. If anything, I should be the one worrying about you.
Huh?
I could tell something was bothering you. You've been hiding a problem for a while, haven't you? I'm sure it's been hard. Especially considering what a burden I've been.
No. That's not it at all.
Don't worry, Mom. I more or less already know. In fact, let me tell you, I was doing physical therapy earlier, and I managed to take a few steps. For the first time in 13 years.
That's wonderful.
It didn't feel like much, really. But still, you know what the doctor said? That if I keep at it, I'll be able to stand on my own 2 feet. And then I'll be able to walk again pretty soon. When that time comes, I'll be there for you. It'll finally be my turn to support you. So please don't worry about me, Mom. Don't let me hold you back. Go do whatever it is you have to do. I'll be waiting.
I'm sorry, Mitsuru. Thank you.
Enter. I don't recall having an appointment with any prosecutors today.
Are you familiar with Kazuki Soma of RK? Public Security's inside man. He infiltrated the Kamurochō underworld on assignment. As you're aware, he got caught up in some illicit activity. You knew this, yet somehow his actions stayed off the record.
Whatever you're talking about, I have no idea, son.
Just so you know, Soma's been arrested by Kanagawa police. The investigation is ongoing. He's the prime suspect in the murder of Yoko Sawa in her Yokohama home. It's our suspicion that he was acting on the orders he received from you, and that would make you complicit in her death. You wanted to manipulate Reiko Kusumoto, and so you stooped to blackmail.
Let me guess why you're here. You want to put all of this out in the open?
If it means exposing the truth, certainly.
You want to burn down Japan? This is bigger than me. It could go all the way up the chain. People of power nationwide would be dragged into your scandal. And some of those people might even be the superiors cutting your paychecks.
Yep. But the bureaucracy isn't the monolith you think it is. The more political power you wield, the more enemies you have waiting in the shadows for the opportune moment to strike. We've met with them, and we have their full cooperation on this.
As a result, Soa-san's security footage has been recovered. It had mysteriously gone missing when the investigation was opened. Upon further review, Kazuki Soma is clearly visible in it. Who would have the authority to order that evidence to be locked away? That would be you, Bando-san.
For my part, I did the things I thought were necessary. I'm trying to maintain order. It's not hyperbole that I've saved us. My actions. So if you intend to drag me through the mud, I'll see you in court.
So we will. That said, we got this far because those detectives persevered. So I wouldn't expect the prosecution to drop the ball now.
We only got this far because those detectives persevered? Oh, yeah? Wouldn't have expected that from Takano, much less about Yagami.
Yes, but Mafuyu said she overheard it herself. He did really say it.
In the meantime, Ehara-san has been charged for Mikoshiba's murder, and Reiko Kusumoto for Shinya Kawai's death, too. Both of them are fully cooperating with the investigation.
Well, I suppose that ties everything up with a bow. Except for Kawana.
Yes. Kawana's still missing. He's the last of the loose ends.
So he is.
You think he's still out there? Would he risk his life to keep hunting down and killing bullies?
Well, I have my doubts about that. Yagami-san believes he can turn over a new leaf.
Some things never really change, do they? This place is still filthy.
Squeaky and clean isn't gonna work for everyone.
That's all a matter of taste. I'd say this place just has flavor.
You brought some snacks?
Yeah. We stopped at the convenience store around the corner on the way here.
Come on, Doc. It ought to be you treating the boys. Bring in some sushi to show them how generous you are.
Oh, should I now? Well, I'm already way ahead of you.
Yo! Did someone order some sushi? Only the best for you guys. Courtesy of Yagami Detective Agency.
So?
Good shit, man. You are a true gentleman. Huh? Hey, what the fuck? There's avocado on this shit. Where the hell did you get this from?
Aniki, if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it. In fact, that just leaves more for me.
Fine. Then I can chew umi and salmon roe.
Hey, save me the tamago. Long as I got my egg, I'm good.
Who goes for the egg?
I'll leave Kawai's body with you. The cops can have him. But then I'm out. I gotta disappear for a while. I'll fade back into the shadows.
Like hell, man. If he's arrested, public security would have his head. They'd charge him with the one murder he didn't commit. Sawa-sensei wouldn't get the justice she deserves. And worse, they'd find a way to silence him.
Besides, you don't have any proof that I'm even guilty. Anything they could charge me for would never stick.
Just what are you getting at? You said yourself that you spent the last several years taking out bullies all over the country. That's gotta count for something.
I never left a single shred of evidence behind. So good luck. The cops and the prosecution would have nothing to go on. In a legal sense, all you guys can really do is stand there and watch me walk out of here. The law has never been very good about being flexible. The whole system is hollow. It can't judge who needs to be judged. It can't save who needs to be saved. I'll expose that. Every action I take serves that goal. As long as kids like Mitsuru continue to suffer out there, I'll do it for them. Even if it means I have to keep my hands dirty, I don't care. Goodbye.
You're right about one thing. The law is hollow. As it stands now, the system does fail people. All the same, the law evolves. We have to make it better. But it takes time, and the work is never done. That's why, as long as the law lets people fall through the cracks, I'm gonna be there. Except, I won't do it anything like you.
We already know you're the one who snitched. You didn't think we'd find out?
Come on, don't you have anything to say? Huh? You owe us an answer, don't you?
I'm sorry. And there it is. I knew you were lying all along. You are a lying piece of shit, huh? What do you have to say for yourself?
You think your apologies are gonna cut it? You're in deep shit, girl, and that's not how this fucking works.
So look over here real quick. Say, I'm a bitch and a liar for the camera.
Do it, or it's gonna get a lot worse.
Wow, isn't this gross? What are they doing to that poor girl?
3 against 1? That's so freaking weak.
Pretty fucked up to gang up on her like that.
Who said that?
Shit. Hey, come on, move it.
You don't have to. You've got no reason to go with these guys.
What the hell? Mind your own business, assholes!
Do you really think we're the ones being assholes?
Yeah, that's pretty rude.
You guys gotta learn when it's time to give it a rest.
Who the hell are you guys?
Hey, you three. You need to leave. And stay away from that girl.
Terrible kids. I'm so glad someone finally stood up for that young lady.
I know. Aren't those Serio High students?
Hey, let's just go. Come on.
Are you okay? I'm sorry. No, don't be. I'm sorry. Really. I just wish I had seen what was happening earlier. You'll be fine.
So to our breaking news. After an anonymous report, the Tokyo Metropolitan Police have announced the discovery of 5 murder victims. Found in areas across the country, all 5 victims have evidently been deceased for several years. According to the anonymous tip, the common thread between these victims is that they were all at one time accused of malicious school bullying. The police are working quickly to identify them, and an investigation task force is being launched immediately. This task force's first challenge will be to secure the cooperation of law enforcement across all of the prefectures involved.